What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, Kinetic Craft. Today's video is going to be based heavily around motivation, some things I want to talk to you guys about, things that I've learned in psychology over the last couple of years, and how it correlates to business and your motivation. The top thing that I want to talk to you guys today about is about the self-fulfilling prophecy. I posted about this on my Twitter, and I've talked with other people about this theory, and it's a basic psychology theory, and it goes something like this. You have two students in the same grade level that have the same teacher in math. The math teacher believes that one of the students is destined and set to do great things and is going to pass easily without issue, and thinks the other student is going to struggle in the course. What do you think happens? Normally, the student that the teacher is going to think is going to struggle, but not because the student is dumb or is lacking in knowledge, but because the teacher themselves has prophesied that student is going to fail. And the teacher aids in that. The teacher aids in that due to the fact that they already believe that this student is going to fail. So they don't give that student the time and special care that's needed to ensure that student understands the topic at hand, understands the knowledge, the formulas, whatever, and is able to pass the course with flying colors. Instead, they focus primarily on the student that they believe is going to pass. That is the self-fulfilling prophecy. But it goes far beyond the classroom, and it comes into business in the real world. It correlates to business like this. It's very simple, and I think once I explain it, it's going to hit you like, man, I've been doing this the entire time without even recognizing it. Very few business owners or entrepreneurs that you meet believe that their product is going to fail. Most of them believe that their product is the best product in their genre, in their niche, and that they're going to surpass the toughest competitors through having the best product, the best marketing skills, being the best businessman, best businesswoman, and blowing the competition out of the water. Normally, they don't go in there with their heads, their heads down, their tails between their legs, thinking that their product is going to fail. They believe that their product is the best product out there, and that because they believe that, they're going to put forth the effort to show every single person out there that their product is the best product. Even if they don't surpass the top product in their niche category, they're going to get much further with that attitude and that mindset and that prophecy that they put in their head than if they came up and said, man, my product's not that good. I may only sell 10,000 units this year instead of selling, 100,000 units this year. So they self-prophesized. They told themselves what they could do. They told themselves what they were capable of, what their product was capable of, what their business was capable of, and achieved much more than if they hadn't prophesied to begin with. Actually, I take that back. They did prophesize by believing their product wasn't the best product on the market. And because of that, they spoke into existence fewer sales, less revenue. So they prophesied, they just prophesied the wrong thing. They didn't prophesize that they were the best out there. That's self-fulfilling prophecy. That's believing in yourself regardless of what everybody else believes in. Regardless of what everybody else believes is going to be successful or not successful. Because at the end of the day, the market controls what's successful and what's not successful. You don't necessarily control it. Your competitors don't necessarily control it. But the market does. Now, there are ways to re-engineer the market. There are ways to create a demand. And I'll give you an example of that right now. There's a company that I saw on Facebook that I won't release the name of because I don't know how that works. I don't know if I can get sued for releasing their name. But they do whiskeys. They do a monthly subscription of whiskeys. They send out sample sizes of whiskeys. And I was like, man, that's awesome. I want to get on that. I love whiskey. I drink a lot of Jack. I've tried other whiskeys. I love whiskey. But I don't really get outside of Jack too much. So I thought this would be a great way to get out of Jack, learn about different whiskeys, learn about different companies, and see what else is out there. I signed up. I got on their website. I signed up. It said, we will email you when a spot becomes available on our list for you to be able to join our club. What? What did this say? I was expecting right away to have to pay $30, $40 a month to be able to start receiving my shipments. But no, they told me I had to wait. And what they did was this. They created suspense. They created a desire, a yearning, and a need for me, the consumer, to want to be in this club, to want to receive this whiskey, by simply making me wait 1 week. Little less than a week later, I get an email saying that you've been approved, spots open up on the list, and you're good to go to subscribe. I was stoked. I opened that email up so quick, it was ridiculous. But then it hit me. that what they did was they made me wait, and they probably always had positions and spots available for people to be able to be on this list and purchase these whiskeys. But what they did was they made me want it. They played on my emotions, they played on my ego, my pride, and made me want it more than I ever could have possibly ever wanted it. So even though they made me wait a week, what they did, not with me because I didn't end up signing up for it, but what they've probably done with multiple other people is raise their conversion rates immediately. Instead of saying, hey, look, here's a launch page to the whiskey stuff, and we want you to sign up right now. They said, hey, no, you're not worthy yet for us to be able to put you on this list, so you're going to have to wait. And then a week later, we're going to send you an invitation to join our club. And it's now or never. So they created an urgency. They re-engineered the market around subscription whiskey. It's smart, and I love it, because what they did, like I said, was they re-engineered the market. I give them a thumbs up, because that was brilliant. That absolutely was brilliant. They went in that with the mindset of saying that we're going to succeed. We're going to re-engineer the market behind whiskey. We're going to re-engineer the market behind subscription-based liquor. That's what they did. They went in there and prophesized what they wanted and made it happen. I say all that to say this. Start today. And I know I say that a lot, but I mean it. It's imperative. You can go to school, you can take courses, you can take classes, you can put forth all this effort to learn and never start, and never actually have a conversion from learning into profit, learning into revenue, learning into business, learning into doing. Okay? Learning necessarily isn't doing. It's not always doing, I should say. Learning is a small portion of it all. But what you do with the knowledge that you learn in the sector or field that you want to be in is what matters. Every day that you have knowledge and you don't put it to use, you're losing market share. You're depreciating your knowledge and the stuff that you learned by waiting, however long you're waiting, until you start. Let me explain. Because for every minute that you're waiting is somebody else that is taking the same training and actually applying it right now. And while they're applying it, they're taking up market share. Okay, they're taking up part of the market that you want to be in. So if you want to actually get in there and maximize your profit, maximize your revenue, maximize what you've learned, that conversion, then you need to start now, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter if you're learning to be a doctor, if you're taking forever after you graduate because you're scared to start your own practice, you're scared to do rotations or whatever it is you guys do. If you're a lawyer, you can go to school all day long, but if you don't do anything with your law degree, what was the point of going to law school? You know what I'm saying? If you sit there and go to school to be a psychologist and you don't start your own practice or don't go work for a firm, what was the point? Somebody else is taking your job right now because they graduated a day after you, but because you hesitated a day, someone's taking the job that you could have potentially had. You have to start doing what's necessary for yourself, because once you start making better decisions for yourself and you start doing the things that are necessary for you, you can start making smart and sound decisions for other people around you. Okay? If you sit there and say, hey, look, I've got a family, but I'm going to continue to work this 9 to 5 that's making $30,000 a year and we're struggling. But you're sitting on a wealth of knowledge on real estate. You're sitting on a wealth of knowledge on business. Or you're sitting on a wealth of knowledge of whatever. And you're saying, nah, I'm too scared to do it. I don't want to do it. I can't take away because, I might drop down to $25,000 a year. In the meantime, while I'm trying to get this started. Who cares? So you're telling me you'd rather struggle with $30,000 and drop down to $25,000, continue to struggle for maybe six more months a year, 18 months, 24 months, and then be at $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 and not be struggling financially. My mother asked me this the other day. So when are you going to stop? When are you going to stop doing so many different jobs? When I find one that I want to do. When I find one that suits who I am and it's where I want to be. That's when I'll stop. I'm 26 years old. I have no wife, no kids, no real responsibilities besides Bill. Why would I hop into a 20-year career that I may not want to be in, 2 years from now? Why not experiment? Why not go out there and see what the world has to offer me and see what I can offer the world? Because at the end of the day, the world really ain't got nothing to offer me if I ain't got nothing to offer it back. So if I go out in the world with a bachelor's degree but no experience, what do I really have to offer the world? The same thing everybody else has. I need to offer the world something else besides that. Veteran, used to be an EMT, used to be in real estate, did security contracting, working in the psychology field, working in the mental health field, working with foster kids, all while having a bachelor's degree in liberal studies with a concentration in psychology and social work. That's offering the world a lot more than someone that's just coming out of school that worked at Denny's the entire time they were at school. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. Very well could be wrong. But I've also had plenty of people offer me jobs and positions. I've also met people and networked with people that have said, hey, look, when we get this business up and running, I'm going to give you a call because you'd be a great asset to our company. That's not bragging. That's just saying that because of the things that I've done, I've been put in situations and put in opportunities that I could take. You have to start. I take that back. You don't have to start. Nobody has to do anything. But if you want to be where you want to be, if you want to have the wealth, if you want to have the riches, if you want to have the status or whatever it is that you're chasing, you have to start. It's that simple. You can't sit back and relax and think, oh man, like I'm gonna get there because I'm reading books about it. That's cool. Books, do have a wealth of knowledge in them as you're reading the right books. You can learn a lot of things you can apply to your business. But if you don't actually apply for the business license, then what's the point of reading the books? If you don't actually go out and market, what's the point of reading the books? If you don't go out and actually deliver to your customers, what's the point of reading the books? Books are a gateway. Books and knowledge are nothing but a gateway to getting to where you want to be at the end of the day. So don't believe the hype focused solely around education. Okay, you can sit there and go apply to a job with a master's degree, but if you have no work experience, no volunteer experience, or nothing, you think they're just going to hire you? No, they want to see that you've done it. They want to see that you've done some labor. They want to see that you have put forth the effort to be a good candidate for the position that you're applying for. Sorry about it. I ran out of space on my phone, so I couldn't record anymore. So I've been editing, and it's gotten a little dark outside now. However, I want to end with this, guys, is that, like I said before, you got to start. If you don't want to start, that's fine, but don't complain. Don't sit there and wish that you had things that you don't have. Don't wish that you were in a better situation than you're in right now, because those things don't just come for no reason. Okay, it doesn't matter how you want to spin it. It doesn't matter how you want to look at it. You have to put forth the effort, the energy, and the time to get to where you want to be. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be wealthy or rich or whatever the case may be. If you want to be a grand pianist and do recitals in front of thousands of people, you have to practice and you have to study. If you want to be a famous painter one day, you have to practice, you have to study, you have to be creative, you have to do certain things that other people aren't doing to get to where you want to be. That's the same thing with business, the same thing with making money. You have to be willing to take those risks. And I want all of you to be able to take those risks and feel comfortable taking those risks. And when I say comfortable, I mean comfortable with the fact that, hey, you may fail, but you're comfortable with that. Not comfortable with risk, because if you're comfortable with the risk you're taking, then it's not really a risk. It's just that simple. So that's all I got for you guys this week. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. I appreciate you guys liking the videos. Continue to share the videos. If you have any questions, comment below. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. Go ahead, follow my Twitter handle, kinetic_craft. I'm taking questions on there. I'm constantly posting things on there. Motivational stuff, motivational quotes, small clips, things of that nature. So follow that. Ask any questions you got. I will be making reply videos as soon as I get some questions in. That's it, y'all. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys enjoyed your Memorial Day. Remember, it's not about us veterans. It's about the people that have passed before us and gave the ultimate sacrifice. So, pay your respects where it's due. All right, it's that simple, y'all. Remember, be kinetic.